But this study suggests what these films highlight: a large increase in individuals associating Muslims and Islam with extremists, radicals, fanatics.
He has eyes on our guys.
Can you confirm it's him?
Particularly in mainstream news coverage. This definitely has real-life consequences, as this poll shows. Many Americans question whether Muslim Americans can truly be loyal to the United States. And this is a really cool experimental study. And I'm over here, I'm linking more research-related videos for those of you who might be interested. There's some videos where I go really deep into the research because I'm getting my PhD and I'm working on my dissertation.
Al-Hassan explains this in her detailed report, Hawk and Hollywood, a look at the industry's decades-long history of stereotyping, whitewashing, and overall misrepresenting Arab and Muslim communities. Those misrepresentations are deeply motivated by U.S. politics and literally influenced by the Department of Defense. A University of Bath investigation found that more than 800 feature films and 1,100 TV shows from 1911 to 2017 received support from the U.S. Department of Defense, which has its own entertainment liaisons. Mark Harris, the author of a book on Hollywood's partnership with the military, told The Outline, "The most that happens is favor trading. You get access to military equipment in return for a favorable portrayal."
But for the purposes of this video, Saleem et al. Took 719 American college students, none of whom were Muslim, and showed them news video related to Muslims being aggressive, particularly a CBS clip of 6 Muslim men who planned to attack a US military base and kill as many soldiers as possible. One group and showed them that video, and they took another group and they showed them a neutral video of Muslims, like this one right here.
Says for the first time in decades, the holy month of Ramadan has fallen during a critical stretch of preseason workouts because Muslim players cannot eat or drink during the day.
The whole team, probably about 90-95% of us are Muslim, so, for them to even play on the field with us, they're already used to it, even when Ramadan isn't around, so, they've kind of got it together.
What they found was that the former group, the group that was exposed to Muslims being aggressive, reported wanting to enforce more severe civil restrictions against Muslims and even enforced more stringent war efforts, military actions against Muslim Americans. Also, this is a really good study because it went into demographic covariates, which is really important research, right? When you're trying to make this type of correlation, you also want to account for other dimensions. So they looked at political orientations, right? In this video here, I talk a bit more about personality psychology and how political orientations and leanings do have some sort of biological genetic basis, right? Conservatives, as you would expect, endorse military, the police much more because they're higher in conscientiousness. They like order, right? The interesting thing in this video is that although conservatives rated wanting more severe civil restrictions against Muslims, the neutral video helped inhibit those beliefs actually, right? And this really ties into this comedy clip I want to put right here by Matthes, a Persian comedian.
Show us doing something good, like, like baking a cookie or something, right? Because I've been to Iran, we have cookies. Just once I want CNN to be like, now we're going to go to Muhammad in Iran. They go to some guys like, hello, I'm Muhammad, and I'm just baking a cookie. I swear to God, no bombs, no flags, nothing. Back to you, Bob. Do the whole news piece. They're never gonna do that. Even if they ever did that, they'd follow it up with another news piece. They'd be like, this just in, a cookie bomb just exploded. Mohammed, you sneaky Persian.
So, I mean, it may sound like a great comedy bit, but seriously, just showing a 2 to 3 YouTube video of Muslims eating a cookie, going for a walk, you know, making a YouTube video was enough for people to see them as human beings, right? Which is what we want. Even political conservatives who tend to favor military action were like, nah, they seem cool. They're just eating cookies, right? So here I'm linking a few more videos related to the psychology of prejudice, cognitive biases that are unconscious, implicit biases, and what tools we should use to override these unconscious biases. They're also in the description below.
I love you, Yusuf.
This is what you wanted, Yusuf. What you wanted. So now I'm gonna cut some little pieces off Jihan and give them to you.
Oh, no.
H.
No. What the
Alvarez,
hell are you
hold the
doing?
chair.
No, please.
H, you can't do this.
Please stop him. Please, I'm an American citizen.
H, shut up, Charlie.
We're not gonna let you do this.
This is war. This is sacrifice.
Take her back.
There's no time! There's no time! No! There's no time!
I also wanted to talk about psychological health as it relates to military members. So I'm linking this really great documentary called Eyes in the Sky, which talks about the rise of PTSD in drone operators.
You have your orders, Lieutenant. Your job is to be the eye in the sky.
Yes, ma'am.
I have to know if Danford is inside and who is with her.
We have the ability to strike a target with considerable accuracy.
I came here to witness a capture, not a targeted assassination.
Dozens of lives are at stake if these men leave.
I need legal clearance to strike.
I'm the pilot in command responsible for releasing the weapon. I will fire when this girl is out of the way.
There is a lot more at stake than you see in this image, and no one wants to take responsibility for pulling the trigger.
We lost visual.
Christ. We need a decision.
Ready.
And here's an article as well that's in the description. So it's important to note that the nature of our warfare has shifted. From the entirety of humanity, it was person to person. Now it's almost completely impersonal, right? Our enhanced technology, people are sitting in California as they bomb Yemen, Syria, right? All from the comfort of their own home. I'm also reading this really great book by Dave Grossman on the psychology of killing. And he has this chart right here, which pretty much graphs that the farther away you are from a target, from a person, the reduced likelihood you have of psychological illness, because there isn't that emotional, cathartic, visceral, person-to-person contact. But pretty much these rising trends of PTSD, I would say, are correlated to the number of casualties that this type of drone warfare has wreaked havoc on. Most of the people who are killed are innocent civilians, and these drone pilots understand that, and this is causing unprecedented rise of PTSD. So it's important for us to continue humanizing others, because what happens is people's tendency to connect with others, even soldiers, increases, and then people can start putting more pressure on systematic forces that can actually be the cause of change.
After the 2016 election, when anti-Muslim assaults were at an all-time high, Hollywood writers and showrunners grew more conscious of how they represented Arabs and Muslims in their work. Howard Gordon, the showrunner for Homeland, admitted he felt anxious about how his show might have inspired attacks against Muslims. And shows like DC's Legends of Tomorrow and The Bold Type added multifaceted Arab characters.
My Twitter bio literally reads, proud Muslim lesbian.
Whoever you're dating now at this age, it could be who you end up with. It's a big decision. It's hard. How many women did you meet before you decided on mom?
2.
2? That's it? What was wrong with the first lady?
It's a little bit too tall. As soon as she stood up, I was like, oh no. You have to learn to make decisions, man.